Okay, I'm going to record this video while driving, so pardon the background noise. I'm just going to go over some of my thoughts about the meaning or the things that are kind of under the surface of this whole choice that Cameron possibly has to make if the rumor is true. And um, I would say maybe three main points are really to be had here. The first point is that Cameron he has already made a blood oath with not an actual, to my knowledge, an actual real blood oath, but he gave his word to Rodriguez. That's one point. The second point is that Cameron is extremely busy and he is going to have to sacrifice something in order to direct the third film. I mean, not the third film, but the second film. Well, the second and third, because he has a trilogy planned. But he is already kind of neck deep in Avatar sequels, and he wants to make a film about the events of Hiroshima. So he is pretty busy, and if Disney won't even let him direct, or if they won't let him choose another director to direct Alita, I doubt that they will let him choose another director to finish the Avatar series while he makes Alita films. So he is going to have to direct each movie that he pitches to Disney, and he is only one person, and he is up in age. He is not a young man anymore. You know, he's up there. So he's going to have to make some tough choices, which is kind of weird for Disney to put that on him. But yeah, on to the third point is that this is kind of Disney flexing in a way. If Disney can call shots on who the director is, what else can't they call shots on? I always thought that, given the things that have been said by Rodriguez in the past about how Cameron has more clout than anybody in the studio, and so how his word was his say is stronger than the studio say. Well, that is no longer the case. Clearly, that is no longer the case if this rumor is true, because for Bob Iger to say you can have a sequel on these conditions, then it is no longer Cameron being the man he once was, where he had a higher say than the studios say. Maybe that worked over at Fox, but well, that's kind of over with now, apparently. So those 3 points are kind of what are under the surface that maybe some people might be missing. They may look at it as, oh yeah, we get an opportunity to have a film directed by Cameron. And I wouldn't mind if this was something that James Cameron and Robert Rodriguez had came together on and said, you know what, Cameron, you should direct the next film, or just Cameron decided to do it, and he and Rodriguez just agreed on that. That would be one thing, and you could also reasonably assume that he would want to sacrifice something else that he originally had planned to do. So that would be I would be okay with that. But this isn't the case. This is a strong arm by Disney saying, you do what we say or you don't get your sequel. I'm not down with that. I would rather have Cameron walk away than agree to that, because I supported him. I supported Alita at Disney as long as he was able to protect his vision, his dream, and his control, his sort of sovereign control over Alita. But if that all has been compromised, then I can no longer put my support behind that. And I don't believe that he would break not only the oath that he made with Rodriguez, but I honestly don't believe that he would sacrifice some of the plans that he's already made. The Avatar movies that are already in production, I just don't see how he is going to do that. I don't think he's going to give up his Hiroshima movie. It's just not. I just don't see it. So Alita is probably going to be what gets left on the shelf again. And if I was to believe that Disney did not even want to make an Alita sequel, then this would be the way to say no without actually saying the words no. Just give Cameron a choice that he can't make, and then it's on Cameron. It's like he is the one who decided not to go forward with the Alita sequel, but it was really Disney and the choice that they gave him. So, that's really dirty, and no matter how you slice it, I can't support that. And if Cameron decides to bend the knee and say, okay, I'll direct it, and then he has to, like I said, again, I don't see it happening, but if he did do that, hopefully he makes some kind of, I don't really know how he can make this situation better, but I just don't know, and I don't know if I'll be able to support it, because it's just too much at stake by giving in to Disney's demands, by letting them strong arm and exert their influence over Cameron. It's just, it's like once you are given that ultimatum or given that demand, everything just completely changes. Everything changes. It's a whole different ball game. So that is just kind of the way I look at it. And it may seem like, if you're on Twitter, it may seem like I'm really upset. I am bothered. I am angry, but not like I'm not on the edge and flying off the deep end. Right now I'm just posting stuff on Twitter to kind of illustrate the way I see things, the way I some of the questions that I have in my mind, because I would like to believe that Cameron is still that guy who Rodriguez said he was, but he has to show me. He has to show me that this is, if the rumor is true, he has to show me that. So, okay, that is enough. I'll bring this video to a close. So, if anything comes up, of course, I will make a video on it, possibly if it's really important. And hopefully it doesn't take too long to figure out what's going on, because I don't have forever to keep doing this. All right, so anyway, that's enough. Thanks for watching.